So we got, you know, just the running lights. It's this guy here that's part of the door. So if you look over here, you can see this one's on, but that one's out. So this is the one we're replacing right here. I'm going to open up the hatch. So inside the back hatch, we have a cover, which is nice. So it's a nice, easy replacement access. Let's just say that. So there's two little slots, which are just perfect for a straight slot screwdriver. You pop those out and you can grab it and just pop the whole thing then. You can see how it's got this piece that'll tuck up underneath there when you put it back on. And then there's some side clips too, but you just pop those right off. That's okay, they're kind of concave, so they come off. Then if you look up in here, you got two different lights. You've got 1 and 2. The big one is a bigger size. We'll show you the size of this, but this is the little guy that I'm gonna be replacing right here. So to get that, you just grab it with your fingers. See how it's this way right now? It's sideways. If I grab it and spin it, see how it's twisted now? And then it'll just come straight out. And it's gonna be a long shaft like that. And now you just remember when you're going back in to start off with those at a diagonal when you go in, and then twist it back to lock it into place. So there's your light bulb right there. And I'm gonna go ahead and take this one out because I know it's burnt out. You just grab it and pull it. Don't squeeze too hard, you don't want to shatter it, and you just pull it out. If you can see up in there, there's two little connectors on each side. See how it makes kind of an X? You got to go in this way. You can kind of see that the piece in the middle of the two is black just to keep them separated. And then it makes contact with this area right here. So I'm going to get the new one right now. These are the ones that we got. You get two for 10 bucks basically. It's the 2825, and you can see they're same bulbs right there. So I'm going to go ahead and take it out of the package. So there's the new one. Of course it shifted right when I did it. You can see the filament is still connected. So sorry, it's not grabbing a focus properly. But I'm not touching the bulb yet. I want to make sure my hands are real clean before I touch the bulb. You don't want to put any grease or smudges on the bulb. Just in case it gets hot, it might short out then if it gets too hot. So you always want to keep a clean bulb, and I'll clean it before I put it in too. So I got clean fingers. I'm just going to go ahead and stick that up in there and push it into place. Now it's in place. Now I'm going to take a cloth and, oh, too many cloths in the way here. I'm going to take a little cloth and I'm going to wipe it off just to make sure, just real lightly rub any grease from my fingers off of it, you know. And now I'm going to flip it back over and I can see the hole it's supposed to go. Oh, I'm going the wrong way, so I'm going to go this way. There's the hole. I don't know if you can see that truly. Right up in there, that's the hole it goes into. I'm going to make sure I'm at that angle right there. See how the two yellow dots are at an angle? And then I'm going to twist it right into place. You kind of go clockwise when you're putting it in, counterclockwise taking it out. I'm going to just check that it's seated, and it is. That should do it. So before I shut it, we're going to shut the thing, and before I put this back on, I'm going to shut it and make sure it's working. As you can see, it's working. So we did that. That's good to go. The larger piece that was next to it, the larger plug, and I'll show you that real quick before I put the cover back on, was for your backup light. And that's working fine, so I don't need to worry about that. That's the only light that's out right now. So let's put the cover back on. So there's the one we replaced. This is the larger one, and that would be your backup light. So we replaced this one. That's the bulb I showed you. Then this piece here is just going to tuck up underneath there. And then you're going to put it back in, and you're just going to push it up, make sure it's seated here, and you're good to go. Finished. And to end the video, I'll just show you this. Check our channel for a video on how to put a bed in the back of your Mazda CX-5 for travel. I've got to do a couple-day trip here, and I'm the kind of guy that drives all night. So I'll just take naps, and I'll just do it in the back of my thing here. What's cool is the piece that's underneath here came from my pickup truck from 3 or 4 years ago that I had built a bed for driving cross country, hauling loads in my pickup truck, hot shot driving, and it fit perfectly in here. It's kind of wacky, but hey guys, thanks so much for watching. Please check our channel for other videos. Check this video out right here. Check our channel out over here for over 2,200 videos of tiny houses, travel, kitty cats and other animals, and stuff like this. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.